Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Dahlia flush mount, and it's also a wall sconce. This is going to be the 124350. Let's dive into details on it now. So as a flush mount, we're going to say the diameter of the fixture is coming in at 21.3, and that's going to be all in. From the bottom of the fixture all the way to the bottom to the ceiling itself, the height is coming in at 10 inches. Why don't we get into a little more detail, and we'll talk about the glass really quick. So 7.6 inches in diameter, 7.56 inches tall. This glass is going to be available in two different types. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is a milky white glass. It's opaque, so you're not going to be able to see any bulbs, and I'll talk a lot more about opal glass later in this video. But it's also going to be available in water glass. In water glass, you are going to be able to see the bulb, so you want to buy a bulb that's going to be pretty, and that water glass is a clear glass, has a slight ripple in it, looks a lot like running water through a stream or like ice on the sides of a stream in the wintertime in Vermont. It's very, very pretty glass. And like we said before, you can have this on the ceiling as a flush mount. It's also great to have as a sconce. So I would put this in all kinds of great applications. I would put this at the very end of a hallway where it's going to be a focal point that I'm going to walk toward. I would put this maybe in a dining room, flanking a mirror or a painting, one on each side. Ditto on the sides of a fireplace. I think it would be really, really pretty. It's a great fixture. The whole Dahlia collection is a great collection. You should check out all the different pieces. Why don't we hop into a couple other things. Let's talk about the what's in this as far as medium bases go for sockets. You're going to have one medium base facing down, or if it's a sconce, facing out, and that's going to be able to accommodate a bulb like this. Now, it's very important when we talk about bulbs on this, because the rim, the inner part of that glass that goes into the fixture itself, is only going to be able to accommodate what's called an A15. This is a standard size A19. This is the bulb we all grew up with, the size of it anyway. And you'll notice this A15 is just a little bit smaller. So if you want to stick with an incandescent, you can still do that up to 60 watts, but there's great LEDs that exist already for it. And I have found quite a few of them online. You can go to your local Ace Hardware or a True Value hardware store and pick them up too, as well as Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. But I found I found an actual 100-watt equivalent LED version of this on Amazon. And obviously there's a picture of it right next to me there of my screenshot. Show you a little bit more information about all of this stuff. We're going to take a quick peek at the installation instructions too, so you can get kind of an in-depth view of the whole thing. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how this goes onto this. So you've got a diameter of your canopy part. That's the part that's round. That's about 5 inches. It's going to go over your standard junction box. This is what you guys have in your ceiling or on your wall, 4-inch J box, or you should. And sometimes you're using wooden beams and you don't really have this kind of thing to work with, but you can accommodate a lot of information or extract a lot of information from that PDF so you can get ready before you guys ever get this in your hands. So it's good to know. Circling back to your bulbs really quick, your A15 up to 100 watt max, easy to find like I said before. They're going to offer these to you in all kinds of different ways when you're out scouting around for bulbs. They're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light like a setting sun. They're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight. So daylight's something we don't use in our showroom because it has that bluish white hue to it, like a overcast day or like a hospital waiting room, and that's not quite what I want to show in my showroom. Well, and that's 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale when you're out looking around, so be careful, kind of keep note of that. What we use in our showroom is warm white, soft white. That's 3,000 Kelvin, and that mimics the light of an incandescent bulb we grew up with, and that's that nice middle-of-the-road warm light. Same thing that's coming down on this table right now. These are warm white 3,000 Kelvin LEDs that are coming from this above me. It's also a dimmable fixture without any problem. Just make sure when you're scouting out for those bulbs that you find a version, especially if you're doing a 100-watt equivalent, that is dimmable and says so on that box. I want to touch base on Hubbardton Forge's opal glass for just a second. So all of Hubbardton Forge's glass to begin with is going to be hand blown. This piece is hand blown first in clear, then they're going to come in and they're going to blow another layer of white glass on the inside of this. The third step is they're going to take and they're going to sandblast the whole thing on the inside and the outside. That's going to give you this beautiful, mellow, translucent, milky piece of glass. When you look at this, and you can see the layers are actually piled up on the inside of this. Hubbardton Forge is very obsessed about details on all of their pieces, including their glass, and that's why you're here, because you're probably just as obsessed about little details as well. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.